Today I'll be joined by Derral Eves. He is a video marketing strategist and founder of VidSummit. His claim to fame is he's taken over a dozen YouTube channels to more than 1 million subscribers from scratch. And what we're going to talk about today is how to grow your YouTube following and develop a loyal audience. One of the questions I want to ask to you is, what do you want to say to someone who's either just getting started with YouTube or struggling to grow their channel?
Well, the first thing is you want to know what type of content you want to create. And so many people is, I'm going to create something, I'm going to pick up the camera and go, and that's great, but realize you're only going to get a couple views until you really understand who the video is for and what it's about. And once you're able to do that, I don't even pick up the camera yet. I actually do a lot of recon and I say, okay, tell me 20 channels out there that are making similar content. And I start making a list and I basically start seeing correlations of what type of titles they use, what type of thumbnails they use, what type of cadence is going on. And I take really meticulous notes on seeing if I can find some patterns. Patterns is the way that they communicate and the way that the audience resonates. And going through the comments of these videos, and not commenting on them, but just going through and reading what people are asking and wanting, you can start to understand the avatar of the viewer that's actually consuming that content. And then once you do that, what's going to make you different than all the noise that's out there? Because it's like, at the end of the day, there's a lot of competition, and then you start bringing in your value proposition. This is like marketing 101, right? There is a level of preparation even before you pick up the camera. It's like, what's your title going to be? What's your thumbnail going to be? What's your hook going to be? How are you going to pull them in? And you're literally going through the process of, these are the items that they would find valuable, and this is the tonality and the pacing to keep them engaged in your content.
You said, how can you be different? Talk to us about that, because some people might say, well, I don't think I could be like so-and-so.
If you're a me too, if you just say, I'm going to copy everything this channel does, you're not going to get the visibility. You know, you might have some luck on a couple of videos, but you're not going to get it consistently.
Okay.
And so the way to do that is like, what can make you unique? Maybe it's like, you see all these cooking shows, and maybe it's like, hey, you know, I'm going to do a cooking shows, but do a spin on it when I travel, and I'm really going on street, you know, the street level, but it's more a reaction to the food. And a big mistake that a lot of content creators make is they're trying to go for a broad market. Never go for a broad market, always go niche down, because you need to have your core audience that you need to understand. And then as you have that core audience, then you can start getting more and more general, and that's when you actually see some virality with your content.
Can you give us an example of something that's a little too broad and an example of a niche version?
Well, let me give you a specific case that works out quite well. It's like there's an attorney, he has a channel called Legal Eagle. He was making content for people in law school. He contacted me and he says, hey, you know, I want to get more visibility. I says, well, your market size is too small. It's not going to happen unless you get a little bit more broad. Because how many people are actually in law school right now? It's about 100,000 people. So you have 10,000 of that 100,000 people. You're not going to get any bigger than that just because of the size and you know, the saturation and so on. But there are a lot of people that watch Law and Order for 30 years, and there's people that were watching Matlock, and they're really interested in law-related content. What can you do that would be unique for them that's a little bit more general? And so his solution was, real lawyer reacts to, then you fill in the movie or the thing, and it's just, hey, it's pop culture, but it's also teaching people the law. And what happened, he went from about 7,000 subscribers. Today he has 500,000 subscribers and millions of views per video.
So in this particular case, this was an example of actually expanding the niche, right?
Because he had his core audience, right?
Right.
They're already interested in the law, and it's just like, okay, now how do you expand it?
It just wasn't big enough.
More general term.
What about, let's take the flip side of it. Someone wants to just start a cooking channel, and there's 1 million cooking channels. How do you go niche?
The cooking channels is really simple. It's just like
Mexican food?
Yeah, okay, well, but let's just say Mexican food is just one type of vertical that you would be doing, but it's not just Mexican food. It's like, who's going to be your audience? Is your audience going to be millennials? Are they Gen Z? Are they, you know, Gen X? Where do they fall into it? So like a millennial audience, what they care about is how quickly can I have nutritious food with the least amount of effort and time. So that's kind of a vertical that you can do, and that's where you're able to really define what makes a difference on the channel.
Let's say I've got a channel. I've been doing it for a while. It's okay.
Yeah.
But I want to figure out how to grow it faster?
I get this question so much, Mike, because it's like, hey, I have 400 videos. And I love making videos, but I'm just not getting any traction. So for me, it's taking a step back. I believe if you've uploaded a substantial amount of videos and you haven't got traction, you're doing something wrong. So I like to go into the analytics and see how many people are actually exposed to the title and thumbnail. And that data is now available. How many people, when they saw your title and thumbnail, actually clicked on it and see that data right there. And then I like to see how many people are watching it and how many people left. Where's your 50% of your people dropping off your video? And those are the elements that you can fix. You have complete control over it. But what I do is look at your 10 top performing videos and I try to see if there's a correlation. And usually 9 times out of 10, there's the same correlation. There's like, oh, these are similar videos or it has similar things. And then I'm like, stop doing all the other stuff that you did for 390 videos and just do exactly what you did in those 10 videos and just do it better. And with the data that you have, now start thinking about ideas or way to really pull them into the story to make it really work.
So what should we be looking at our analytics? How do we know which ones are performing well?
In analytics, there's actually a thing that you can see your top videos. You can click on that and it's the most beautiful report. I do click-through rate first, because it's like how many people saw the thumbnail or title and then clicked on it, and what's that percentage? And then I look at the average view duration.
What are good metrics on those areas?
You're only competing against yourself. And then you actually have an average for your channel. Just focus in on improving your average. Let me give you an example. I had a client come in and they say, hey, our average is 4 minutes. We're putting out 12-minute content. And I says, well, what if we can get it to 7 minutes? What could it do for a channel? So we really focus in on why people are dropping. We're going and analyzing it. You have the data now where you can see where people drop off and you can see it in real time. You can even play it. And what's interesting is they were saying certain things that this is, oh, okay, well, we think the video's done. And so when they took out those words and they said, I'm gonna re-engage them on a deeper level, they went from 4-minute audience retention to 11. What happened to their channel was
subscribers grew?
No, yeah, what YouTube says, oh, these people really like it because the people that started it, they finish it and we have a high average view duration. Let's go find similar people that have a similar viewing behavior and serve them this video. And so that channel went from a very stagnant 300,000 and now they're pulling 3 million subscribers.
So what I'm hearing you say is it's kind of a little bit of mad science where you have to kind of tweak the creation to the point where people are going to click on that thumbnail or they're going to watch that video longer so that YouTube rewards them with new viewers.
The whole purpose of YouTube is to predict what you want to watch and what I want to watch. And we don't want to watch the same things. We're into what we want to watch, right? So the algorithm is personalized. And so when you're clearly defined, YouTube will find content that will resonate with you.
If you really enjoyed this video, you got to check out this one right over here.
Right here, it's Tim Schmoyer, and he goes a lot more in depth.